This presentation, like you mentioned, is an hour long, and I'm trying to highlight some, as a designer of concrete building, try to highlight some of the things that we have seen and the progression, and also the compounding effect of code changes and how to mitigate and help designers think about solutions to that. Having said that, I'll move on to start with the presentation here, and I will allocate at least 10 minutes for Q&A at the end to give everybody ample time to ask questions and respond to them. So, concrete buildings are built everywhere. As you all know, the concrete technology has advanced quite a bit over the past 30 years, and a lot of the buildings in the mid and high-rise range are basically dominated or expanded using concrete. So understanding concrete is important, and understanding lateral system, how to get these buildings put together, is critical. And the workhorse of the lateral system in concrete building is a concrete shear wall. So having said that, the scope of this presentation will touch base. Like I said, it's an hour long, so we're trying to basically cover four things. Spotlight or highlight the code impacts on mid and high-rise buildings, concrete buildings in seismic region. We're going to give a couple of case studies, a 16 and an 8-story case study, kind of highlight the different elements that affect the design of these buildings, and then speak about the detailing and constructability. And finally, we sum it up with a summary of how to mitigate code changes. Also, some of the advantages of some of the code changes being presented, being implemented in the codes. So, code impact, first section, code impact on mid-rise and high-rise concrete buildings in seismic regions. Let's move on to the next slide. So, highlighted code changes. There's a lot of changes that happen. We're going to highlight the one that is particular to this presentation, which basically we're looking at the ASCE 7 changes combined with the ACI 318 changes that relates to some element of concrete building design. ASCE 7, we're going to actually compare for these two case studies, 7, 10, 16, and 22 for that matter, and talk about, look at the seismic base shear and the implication on drift and other, and also talk about the building systems as well. For the ACI code, we're going to touch base on the 318.14 shear design and 318.19 detailing and how that would impact your design.